Thank you, Jerome. It's good to have you here. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I want to thank you for coming. I want to tell you that I truly appreciate your presence here today, and I feel very grateful to be able to spend this time with you. About 25 years ago, when I was secretary here at the church, on Sunday mornings, there was a little girl that would come on a regular basis. Her mother played our organ and was later our music director. And a little girl about like that, red hair, just cute as a button. And she's back with us today, and she's gone on her journey and become a professional harp player. She graduated from Juilliard. And Rachel, where are you? She left?
No, she's here.
Huh? Oh, she's up in the balcony with the... You know, from a little girl to sit in the back row of the balcony with her boyfriend, I need a little adjustment on that one. But she will, she does be back, and she'll be playing the harp during the meditation. And she's fabulous. She's known all over the country at this point. So, I affirm, for each and every one of us today, I affirm without waver that this year has the potential to be one of your best years ever. And I affirm without waver that you have the power within you, you have the potential to create in your life whatever it is you desire. You can have what you want. And when I say what you want, I'm not talking so much about material items or money or any of those other worldly trappings, but I'm talking about those things of real value. You can have all the peace of mind you want. You can have more love. You can have more faith. You can have more self-confidence. Whatever it is you want in the emotional realm, which turns out to be your experience in life, you have the potential to create that. Now you might wonder, how does he know that? He doesn't know me. He doesn't know what's happened to me in my past. Well, I know that because you're here, and I know that because you deserve that, and I know that because you're worthy of it. You're an expression of the living Spirit. You are worthy of creating the life that you desire. Now, the question before you is this. Do you believe what I just said? Yes? If you think what I just said doesn't apply to you, you're absolutely right. You can't create in your life what you want. You aren't worthy of it. You can't have the life you desire to live by admission of your own thoughts if you think what I said doesn't apply to you. If you think what I said does apply to you, you're absolutely right. You can have what you want. You deserve it. You are worthy of it by affirmation of your own thoughts. See, that's the way life works. If we think we can't do something or think we can do something, we are absolutely right, because our actions and our reactions and the playing out of our life will always correspond directly with what we believe. I believe I can't. I can't. I believe I can. I can. Now, I am somewhat happy to say farewell to the year 2010. It had a few stumbles. And it's kind of like being dragged down a bumpy road as I look back at it. Anybody else have that experience? Yeah. But 2010 was 2010. This is 2011. So I say we enter this year with an abundance of enthusiasm, with high dreams, with high desires, setting new resolutions to go forth and create one of the best years that we've ever had. And we can do that. Now, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about ways to keep our commitment strong in regards to any resolution or desire or goal that we have set. We're going to talk about how to maintain a positive attitude, even during the most difficult times. And we're also going to talk about how to meet obstacles, problems, and challenges along the way and learn techniques to overcome them. Now, one of the things, anytime we embark upon a journey, one of the things that needs to be done first is to recover from things that have happened in the past. And each and every one of us in this room is either in recovery or we have recovered from things of the past. Some of us are recovering from alcoholism. Some of us are recovering from drug addiction. Some of us are recovering from gambling addiction. Some of us are recovering from overeaters. And some of us are recovering from a relationship that broke up. Some of us are recovering from being betrayed by another person or being rejected by another person. Some of us are recovering from situations and circumstances of the past that hurt us, that wounded us. And so we're all, to a certain degree, in recovery, but we can move from recovery to recovered. And once we move into beginning anew, for a new path, a new life, moving to new heights, being recovered is part of that process. We don't need to drag the baggage from 2010 with us into 2011. We can drop kick that back to 2010 and just leave it there. And that's some of the things that we're going to talk about over the next couple of weeks. Now, to recover means to heal. It means to release. It means to let go of anything that hampers your peace of mind or your sense of well-being. Because nothing has the power to do that unless you give it the power. As we move into 2011 and we set our goals, we set our resolutions, we set our dreams, and we set our desires, we have to be recovered from that, which is going to slow us down, which is going to divert our attention, which is going to make us wonder or question if we can truly have what it is we desire. Now, this Friday evening, Friday evening and Saturday, there's going to be an event that's specifically designed for this recovery process. Everybody here will benefit greatly by it. It's not for a select group of people, it is for everybody. Friday night from 7 to 9, there's going to be music, there's going to be a little bit of laughter, there's going to be guest speakers that talk about this recovery period, how we can release and let go of those things that slow us down and hurt us. After the Friday night time here, there's going to be a reception, and all of this has been sponsored by some private money. There's going to be a reception, and there's going to be hot hors d'oeuvres, there's going to be a chocolate bar, there's going to be fancy desserts, there's going to be all sorts of different things going on. Saturday, there's going to be different workshops in the morning and in the afternoon. You can attend all or none of them, whatever you want. You can come Friday and not Saturday. You can come Saturday and not Friday. Anyway, I don't want to turn this into an infomercial, but I think it is absolutely imperative on our path into 2011, imperative for all of us to get this jump start, to get this certain charge to move us forward. And this event, Friday and Saturday, is going to do that. The tickets are $10. I know, well, many of you who I know personally, you're going to need $10 worth of food. You know, if you just come for the reception, you're going to get your money's worth. The tickets are available in the lobby, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But the point is, if we're going to embark upon a path of prosperity, which means more than just financial prosperity, it means physical health prosperity, emotional health prosperity, spiritual health prosperity, we need to be able to release. And the start of that is this Friday night. The first thing we need to do is to recover from those things that hold us back. The second thing that we need to do is have a strong vision of exactly where we want to go, what we want to do, how we want to be. And each and every one of us has potential to rise up and to move forward to a greater experience of life. So we have to have this strong vision of what it's going to be, and it has to become real within our mind. In every detail, we need to see where it is we're going. If you get in the car and you're going to make a road trip, you really have to kind of have a destination if you're going to get there. And it's the same thing with our goals and our resolutions. We have to know what it is we want. What does my heart yearn for? What does my mind want? What is my soul searching for? The first thing is to recover from that which holds us back. The second thing is to have a strong vision of what we want. And then the third thing is to believe. We have to believe that we can do it. Because if we don't believe, as I said before, we're not going to do it. If you're going to make a trip from here to California, and you got in your car, and inside your mind you kept saying, I'm never going to make it, I'm never going to make it, I'm never going to make it, you won't even back out of the driveway. Why bother? So we have to have the belief that we can create whatever it is we desire in our lives. We can create whatever it is that's going to take us to a new level of truly enjoying the experience of life. Now, as a young child, I went to a Camp Teepee Tonka at Big Stone Lake in South Dakota. And the challenge before every camper was to swim across Big Stone Lake. And the reason it was so important or so desirous of the campers was because we'd start in South Dakota, and the other side of Big Stone Lake was in Minnesota. So in a 10-year-old mind, that was the ultimate accomplishment, swimming from one state to another state, even though the lake was, probably less than a mile wide. So on my first attempt, it was a foul weather day. The skies were overcast. The temperature was cold. The water was cold. The waves were high. Scrawny little kid wades into the water, and I was scared. I was scared because I didn't think I could do it. I was scared because I was going to be embarrassed in front of the other kids. So we got out and we started swimming, and about 10 minutes after into the swim, I knew I was going to make it. I was mentally defeated. The waves kept crashing down on me. I was exhausted. I hollered to the guy in the rowboat beside us to pull me in. That was it. It was over. And he said, just keep going. Just keep going a little further. Just keep going a little bit further. And so I started going a little bit further, and a little bit further. And honest to God, I'm not stretching the truth here one bit. Those waves turned into tidal waves. Some were as tall as that balcony. And for a 10-year-old, 95-pound, scrawny little kid, I'd been bounced around the water like a cork. It was just like it bounced me over the boat. And so once again, I gave up. I said, that's it. I can't do it. Pull me into the boat. And the swim coach in the boat said, no, just keep going a little bit further. All you have to do is go a little bit further. And I could see the other side of the lake. It still seemed way off there in the distance. It was just a tiny speck. But I continued to go a little bit further. And then something miraculous happened. When I passed the halfway mark, all of a sudden, the waves weren't pushing against me anymore. The waves were behind me, pushing me towards the shore. And all I had to do was stay afloat. It really became effortless. And I'm telling every one of you here, when I walked out of that water onto Minnesota land with a smile that stretched right off my face, I was a different person than when I began. At 10 years old, I was a different person because I had a new belief in myself. I had a new sense of confidence. I knew that I could do what I didn't think I could do. And that's the way it is with every time we embark upon a goal or we pursue a desire or a dream. We have to have the confidence that we can do this. And we have to understand that there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be problems, there's going to be challenges that come up against us. But when the problem comes up, we have the idea within us to solve that problem, and it'll be given to us at that time. When the challenge comes up, we have the strength within us to overcome it, and that strength will be given to us at that time. That is the power of the Spirit within you. But we have to believe that we can do it. And just as problems and challenges and various setbacks might occur, we also have to expect good things to happen that we hadn't considered. Because if we are intent on achieving a particular goal and we know that we can do it, the universe will support us. And good things will come into our lives, just like the magic of the waves switching from working against me to pushing me forward. Good things will come into our lives that will support us in pursuing that which we desire. The key is to keep our eye, keep our focus, keep our attention on the vision. And don't get overwhelmed or mired down with the problems and challenges that we have to overcome. All those problems and challenges are assigned to us that we have to express more strength, we have to express more creativity, we have to express more perseverance, more patience than we have before. And if we do that, we will continue to proceed forward.